Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most affordable wireless microphone systems on the market. Let's get undone. Gerald Undone. He's crazy. What is happening, everybody? I'm Gerald Undone, and today, as I said, we're going to be discussing one of the most affordable wireless microphone systems on the market, the Fifine wireless microphone system. So let's do a quick unboxing, and then we'll set it up and we'll see how it sounds. Alright, so as you saw in the unboxing, this system comes with two pieces. You've got the wireless lav, and then you've also got like a headset, which just kind of works your way around here, I think, and then boobity-boo, like that. Alright, but for starters, let's start with the lav mic, and we'll clip this on my shirt here. The clip seems pretty good. It seems like metal, or at least has a metallic feel, and it feels pretty durable, I guess, for the price point. I can't say how long it's going to last, but I wouldn't be surprised if it, lasted a long time. It seems pretty decent. Quick disclaimer I want to point out here is that this is not a sponsored video, but I was given this microphone set for free to review, but I was not paid to make this video, so these are my actual feelings on the matter. Okay, so let's switch over to the lav mic source now. We'll do a little check on the noise level here. We'll just give it a second of silence. And then I'm just going to jump into another area here and see, if the signal boosts. I'll just take a quick little walk and I'll keep talking, and we'll see how how well it transmits. All right, so I'm walking down the hallway here. I'm sure the acoustics aren't going to be as good. I'm in another room now. Now I'm in the kitchen. Got some electronic devices around me. I'm near another computer now. Now I'm coming over here near the router. See what happens if I go near the wireless router. There's a cell phone over here. There's a wireless keyboard and mouse where I am. So I mean, this is a home. It's not like a crazy busy office, but we'll see if there's much interference picked up with my little walkabout. Keep talking as I come back into the studio. You guys can let me know in the comments how you think it sounded and worked. But let's keep in mind the price point. So now I'm switching, by the way, to the other mic. So I unplugged this one, so I'm back to my condenser mic right there. So I'm going to put on this headset thing. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure. Hang on, let me just plug this one in. I'm not exactly sure, who this mic is targeting, because whenever I do any shoots, obviously, I try to hide the mic, and so having a whole headset thing here, isn't really for what I do, but I could see this being useful maybe in like a teaching scenario, maybe like a lecture or something. You have, the wireless lav setup, maybe you have a PA system, and this is more comfortable maybe for you to wear, more secure than a lav or something, or you get more direct voice, and you can turn around, look up, look down, point at something. For, like the PA or something like that, I could see this maybe being useful. But for video production, I don't think it's that great. But that's awesome that they included both. So you have this, and then you also have the lav mic. Both use the same connection. Both apparently are rated for the same specs, the specs that I showed you earlier. So it's pretty simplistic in terms of its operation. There's really only two controls. You've got the on-off on the transmitter here. There's also an on-off switch on the receiver. And then there's a set button on the top, which allows you to go through the different frequencies. And you press it, and then the receiver flashes, and when it turns solid red, it's paired with that signal. So pretty straightforward. It's got a nice metal clip on the back of it. And, for what it is, I mean, it's super, super simple. And I don't know, I mean, it works, right? How well it works or what level of quality you want out of it, that's obviously going to be based on the job. But, wireless mics, they can go crazy expensive, like thousands and thousands of dollars. I think the sweet spot for, quality to performance is probably in the like $600-700 price bracket. But not everybody has, $500, $600, $700 to spend on some wireless labs. So maybe this is an option that can get the job done. Then with the little antenna here, it kind of reminds me of like an old like flip phone. Yeah, bring this part down. Zach Morris with it or something. Hey.
Derek Morris.
Dad.
Zach?
Is this the only way I can get through to you?
Anyway, so there's that feature. it's hard when a product comes in at this price. It's really hard to sort of to have a criteria of exactly how to review it. Like I was going to compare, go one-on-one with a more expensive lav, but I thought, what exactly would that be showing you? That a really cheap microphone doesn't sound as good as a really expensive microphone? I mean, yeah, okay. But what does that really tell you? So I think what's really great about this is the transmitter and receiver aspect of it, because you can just change the mic out for a better mic, but I don't think that you can get a transmitter and receiver for this price. Now, you don't have a lot of features, but you don't always need a lot of features. I mean, the display is very, very simple. It does give you a battery indicator readout, which is nice, and then it just tells you what frequency you're on. I think it's cool. I like when companies try and really, stretch into that like super affordable budget category and just provide those options, because sometimes this is a great starting point. Like, budget is important. If you don't, like, it's better to have something than nothing, right? So, I mean, it's hard to argue. It's such a compelling price point. $50 Canadian compared to the Sennheiser ones that I like are $739 Canadian. So it's not even a fair comparison. That's really all I have to say, I guess. You guys, let me know in the comments what you think of its performance, and if you think, yeah, I'd spend $50 or $35 US on that, why not? And I'll throw a link in the description if you are interested in getting one of these. Hey guys, just a little bit of an editor's note here. I was watching the footage play back, and I thought, that doesn't sound, I wasn't expecting a lot out of the mic, but I was expecting a bit more than we got. So I'm gonna do a little something different here. This little dongle here was what was connected directly into the camera. And I think maybe the camera's preamps were, messing with a little bit, maybe over boosting it or something like that. But it's cool that they provided this. So now what I've got going on is I've got the receiver plugged directly into my audio interface, and it actually has quite a firm little plug in there with the 1/4-inch TS connector that came with it. And as far as the headset one, I don't know. I think maybe there's a combination of me being terrible at using headsets. I exhale out of my nose a lot onto the mic, but also I don't really think that that windscreen that came with the headset was really doing a lot to fight off breath sounds, because my other headsets are a little bit better. I also don't know why I'm holding this dongle as the headset when I have the headset, and I could have been using it for my physical example here, but anyway, so now what we've got is the mic straight into the interface, hopefully much cleaner, much lower noise level, and right now you're just hearing the mic normalized, nothing else added. But I'm going to go ahead now and add a little bit of processing to it as well, so we can see, how far can we get our $50 mic to go? Like, what's the best we can get out of our $50 mic? So as of right now, there's now noise reduction and a parametric equalizer on it, and just to try and, I don't know, give it a little bit more. And this is nothing crazy either. Like, I'm not using a very expensive audio interface. This is a Steinberg UR22, and the equalizer and noise reduction, I mean, you can just do that in your editing program. So we're not throwing tons of cash at something to try to make a $50 mic sound better. This is a $50 wireless system that I'm just doing basic stuff that you would do to, any price wireless microphone system that pretty much anybody can do. I have a feeling this is going to sound a little bit better, but we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I hope you found this video helpful, or at least entertaining. And if you did, make sure you leave it the old thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. But if you did not find this video helpful or entertaining, feel free to hit the dislike button twice. All right, I'm done.